The answer is not better image quality. Despite what YouTube is telling you, that is not the answer. Now let me show you some interesting bits of kit I own. Interesting in the context of this video. This is my first camera. This is my Bronica ETRSI. 645 medium format. There is not a digital camera that captures a negative as big as this. Create a winder, modular system, film back, got some HP 5400 plus in there. This is what I use for my personal web, but this is also my first camera. This is great. It's a poor man's Hasselblad. Does the job though, it's very nice. Teddy's very interested in the strap. Put that down there. This, the 1DS Mark II. This is the first digital camera that was better than 35mm film. The first one. They're all better than it now, but this was the first one. However, people went from using this medium format camera to this. This is not better than this, not even close. This is medium format, not 35mm. This is much better than 35mm. Full frame over here is considered the amateur format. This is what professionals use. This is medium format. So despite the fact that this only trumped 35mm cameras, people dropped their 645s and 6x7s to use this. Now I've got a tug of war game going on with my puppy. Now, convenience came into this a lot. Developing film's messy. It takes time. It's a bit of a hassle. It's not ideal. But it wasn't image quality that made the leap to digital. It was convenience. Nowadays, a phase one, it is better than film. In all technical elements, it is better than film. But most people don't use one of those. They use a 35mm camera. And it's never the best you could get for the amount of money you're spending. I'm going to make a video showing you what you can get for the price of an R5, because most of you won't even know those cameras exist, so do hit subscribe if you want to see me go shopping. But the answer initially was not image quality. Now this is going back to 2004, 5, somewhere around there. We're no longer talking about jumping film to digital. It's a different thing now, but it's still image quality. People are interested in dynamic range, bit depth, all of those good things. But if they really wanted image quality, your starting point would be a Fuji GFX100, and then you look at phase. Canon, Nikon, Sony, whatever it may be, they are not the epitome in image quality. They're the epitome in functionality. They are the Swiss Army knife of cameras. They do everything. The 35mm camera is your, I don't know what I'm coming up against, this will cover me. It has autofocus. It has high ISO. It has good enough resolution. Now a phase one has awful autofocus. It has lowish ISOs relative to these, but it has amazing image quality. Same with the Fuji. So chances are you're not buying your camera on image quality, but further from this, and this is where it actually matters, what is this image quality actually going to do for you? Now, if you head over to my website, not the tin house one for this YouTube channel, but the Me I'm a Photographer, scottshuthinio.com, on that portfolio are images taken with a 5D Mark I, an iPhone 8, 5D Mark II, 5D SR, Phase 1 P45 Plus, Phase 1 IQ 180, Phase 1 IQ 3 150, Phase 1 IQ 3 100, and a Fuji GFX 100S. Go and have a look on that website, have a peruse. If you can tell me which ones are which, I will be gobsmacked, because I wouldn't know without checking the metadata. There's no way of knowing. Now, if you head to my portrait thing, I have a secret portrait portfolio online. It's my website /people. That's on an even bigger selection of cameras from my Bronica ETRSI, there we go, 645. We've got my Mamiya RB67, my Mamiya RZ67. We've got a 4x5 Sinar, 35mm Canons, 35mm Leicas, all sorts of different cameras, plus all the digital plethora of things I've owned over the years. You can't tell apart from when there's film borders around it. But even then, some of my black and white stuff has got film borders around it when it was shot on a 5D1. So, you know, you can't really tell. So I think we can agree that image quality in the purest sense of like DxO score rankings or whatever dullery you want to go for doesn't matter. Anything can be good. I think I've got a shot on a Holger on there somewhere. The image quality clearly doesn't matter. So what does? And this is, for those who don't know, because you probably don't watch all my videos, I work as an agent as well, at Agents at Large, and we're constantly looking for new photographers. We don't look at image quality, we don't look at cameras, we don't look at lights. What we look for is this. Is it original? If it's the same as everybody else's, how on earth can I market that to clients? It's impossible. Is it original? Is it relevant? Does it, being original is one thing, but like if it's some out there stuff, but is it relevant to the marketing that ad agencies want today? And number 3, does it have a style? Can we tell that all of this belongs to you? Because if it's all bits from all over the place, they might be original and they might be relevant for today, but it's too broad. How can we possibly market that to anything? So we need to be in a tight niche with original work that people want. And it's nothing to do with image quality. Image quality matters not. We wanted to sign somebody recently who was a student, and they shot everything on some really old crop sensor camera using bike lights because they were at uni during lockdown and they couldn't get into the studios. Their work was amazing. Now, I'm sure if you put it next to the same shot taken on a phase 1, it would technically be not as good, but that would not hinder me in signing this photographer and pushing them forward for 6-figure shoots. And that, I think, is important. And I know on this channel we harp on about it a lot, but it still doesn't seem to sink in, so let's harp on about it one more time. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.